Hi friends, I am Ramya. Today I would like to explain the magnification obtained by spherical mirrors. Magnification obtained by spherical mirrors. Before that, if we illustrate any diagram in optics, we must have to beware of ray tracing. Here also, according to this, I would like to explain ray tracing. Here, first, if a ray of light which is incident at the pole of a concave mirror, this is the concave mirror because the reflecting surface is inward and outward surface is silvered. If the ray of light which is incident at the pole of a concave mirror is reflected back, making the same angle with the principal axis, this is the ray of light which is incident at the pole of a concave mirror and which is reflected back and making the same angle with the principal axis. Here angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Next ray. Any line that joins any point on the mirror from the center of curvature is nothing but a normal. So the instant light it will get reflected in the same path because any light that falls on the normal will get reflected in the same path. Here also this line acts as a normal because any line that joins any point on the mirror from the center of curvature is nothing but a normal. And next ray, if a ray passes parallel to the principal axis, this is the ray is passing here and which is parallel to the principal axis, it will get reflected at the curved surface, it bounces back and it passes through the focus. Next, according to the topic, magnification means it is the increase in the image size produced by spherical mirrors with respect to the object size. With respect to the object size, the increase in the image size produced by spherical mirrors with respect to the object size, which is nothing but the magnification, and it is the ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object. It is the ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object. It is denoted by small m. Ratio means it compares the values, means how many times one number contains another, how many times object image distance is when compared to object height, like the image height when compared to object height, that is the ratio. Here also magnification is represented as ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object, and it is also called as lateral magnification or linear magnification or transverse magnification. And in magnification, the size of the object does not change, rather the size of the image changes. Depending on the position of the object placed in front of the mirror, the size of the image varies, that is, it may be enlarged or diminished depending on the position of the object placed in front of the mirror. Depending on the position of the object, the size of the image varies. If you place this object between center of curvature and pole, the image will be anything, or it may be diminished or enlarged. Between focal point and pole, the image will be enlarged or diminished, like this, depending on the object size only, depending on the position of the object only, the size of the image varies. And it is expressed as m is equal to height of the image by height of the object. Height of the image can be written as h dash, and height of the image can be written as h. And next we have to discuss the magnification for a concave mirror and convex mirror. Here, using Cartesian sign convention as shown in the figure, using Cartesian sign convention, here we will discuss the magnification of a concave mirror. Here, according to this diagram, this is the concave mirror. According to this, if you measure height of the object from the axis, means from the principal axis taken as positive. If you measure height of the object above the principal axis, we have to take it as positive plus h. And if we measure height of the image below or downward from the principal axis, we have to take it as negative. And object distance on left from the pole, object distance from B to P, from pole to B, object distance, we have to take it as negative, because every distance has to be measured from the pole. Here the incident ray direction is like this, and we are measuring backward, that is opposite to the incident ray. That is why we have to take that object distance as negative, and image distance on left from the pole is taken as minus v. In front of the mirror only we are getting the image, that's why from pole to image distance also we have to take as negative. Next, here we are getting similar triangles, that is triangle A dash, B dash, P, and A, B, P. And we know that I discussed the condition how the triangles becoming similar in the previous classes. Again I will discuss. According to the angle sum property of a triangle, the sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. According to the angle sum property of a triangle, the sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. And if in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio or proportion. If in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are the same ratio or proportion. Here, in other words, similar triangles are in the same shape but not necessarily in the same size. Here we are taking the height A dash, B dash, magnification is equal to image height by object height. Height of the image by height of the object. Here A dash, B dash is the image height, and by AB is the object height, is equal to B dash P by BP. B dash P by BP. These are the bases. B dash P and BP are the bases. Then A dash P we represented as H dash, and AB by H is equal to B dash P is the object distance minus V, because we are measuring the distance of the image from the pole and which is opposite to the incident ray, that is we are taking minus V. Here also object distance same, and is equal to minus minus get cancelled, minus H dash by H is equal to V by U. Next, therefore magnification M is equal to h dash by h is equal to minus v by u. This is the magnification of a concave mirror. And next, now we will discuss the magnification for convex mirror. According to the diagram, same thing we have to apply it here. Here in this case also, a dash b dash is the image height, which is along the direction of the incident ray. That is, we are taking positive h dash, and AB is equal to positive h. No. Here above the principal axis we are measuring height. That is why plus h dash. Here also above the principal axis we are measuring height. That is why plus h, object height. And PB dash. P is the pole and B dash is object, and between P and B we are measuring image distance. Image distance from the pole to B dash is plus V because it is along the incident ray direction. That is, we are taking plus V. And object distance is from pole to B minus U because we are measuring this object distance which is opposite to the incident ray. And next, from similar triangles, A dash B dash P, A dash B dash P and A B P, A dash B dash P and A B P, we get A dash B dash, which is the image height, by AB, object height, is equal to bases. Same thing here also, M we will get magnification for a convex mirror is also minus V by U. And we will compare lateral magnification. These formulas are important. Lateral magnification in terms of U and F means in terms of object distance and focal length, the lateral magnification will be U by M is equal to F by F minus U. This will come from the mirror equation. Mirror equation is nothing but 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. We already derived in part 2 of mirror equation. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. And 1 by V we are replacing like this. 1 by V is equal to this side and is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U is equal to U minus F by UF. And M is equal to, we know that, minus V by U. Then if we keep this here, it will come F by F minus U. F by F minus U. This is the lateral magnification in terms of U and F. Lateral magnification in terms of V and F will be lateral magnification in terms of V and F. Again, from the mirror formula we have to take like this. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. This is the mirror equation, and if we replace this, we have to lateral magnification in terms of V and F we have to take. That is why 1 by U is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by V. 1 by V. This will go this side. 1 by V equal to V minus F by Vf. Or V by U is equal to V minus F by F. This V will go this side. Here also this U will go this side. That is why U by V will come. Here also V by U, like this came. V minus F by F. Therefore magnification M is equal to, we know that magnification of a convex mirror is minus V by U and magnification of concave mirror is minus V by U. According to this formula, we will get F minus V is equal to F, because this is V by U is equal to V minus F by F. Therefore, M is equal to minus V by U. V by U is V minus F by F. If we multiply this with this minus, we will get plus V minus V plus F by F. Minus V minus v plus f by f, because minus into minus plus, here we will get minus f minus v by f. Here also like this came. And next I will tell two examples. Finally, two examples for better understanding of magnification. So sir, if the magnification produced by a plane mirror is +1, means what does it mean? The magnification of a plane mirror is +1. So in this case, the size of the image is equal to the size of the object. When it will come? Only when magnification is +1 for a plane mirror, then size of the image is equal to the size of the object. Then if the magnification value is -2, here negative sign shows that the image is real and inverted. Negative sign shows that only when magnification is -2, the negative sign shows that the image is real and inverted. And the value of magnification is 2 here, shows that the image is twice, means 2 times larger than the size of the object. 2 shows that the image is, the size of the image is twice, 2 times larger than the size of the object. And if the magnification be less than 1, if the magnification be less than 1 in magnitude, then the image would be diminished. Diminished means decreased. If the magnification value is less than 1, the image will looks like diminished. Diminished means decreased. And this is the simple topic. And in next video I will tell the location, size and nature of image formed by spherical mirrors. Thanks for watching.